It is Saturday and I don't know why I didn't set up before I filmed this, but I have just got back from the gym and I finished my current read, which was, oh my lord, which was The 7-Year Slip. Honestly, 5 stars, so good. And then I also finished my current audiobook read, so I am like on a perfect level of, right, okay, I have no other books on the go and it's time to pick my new read. So I thought, why not do a reading vlog for the book that I'm going to be reading next. And guys, you're gonna gasp because I know it's a little late and I know that this is so loved by everybody. Magnolia Parks. We are starting Magnolia Parks now. What was I gonna say? I don't know how people do reading vlogs without spoiling stuff, so let me preempt this now. I'm probably gonna spoil it. So I'm going to be going through it and reacting as if we are in a book club together, and I'm going to assume that what I've read up to, you've also read up to. So this will be including spoilers because I just don't know how you can go about doing a book review without spoiling anything. So I don't want to risk that. I'm just gonna let you know now. I'm gonna jump in a shower because I've just got home from the gym and then get into comfy clothes and then let's read a little bit of Magnolia Parks. I did read like a few pages of this last year, but I really needed to be in the right frame of mind for it, and I think that's where I'm at right now. So let's do it. Okay, so we are on chapter 6 of Magnolia Parks. It's definitely giving Chuck and Blair if they were made in Chelsea. Like, I see a lot of like Americans who love Magnolia Parks, and especially like the fact that it's set in London. Watch Made in Chelsea because that's rich people drama in London, but like real life, you know what I mean? But yeah, I am loving it. I do understand why some people think, whoa, this is too toxic, because it's kind of crazy. Like, I'm a 30-year-old who's just about to get married, and yeah, in my pajamas at 9 o'clock, and this is the most drama I'm gonna get, and I'm living for it. So let's keep going. Okay, little check-in. Sorry that my hair is a mess, but it's cool. So we are on page 86. I'm living for the drama. It is certainly giving Gossip Girl vibes. So you lot weren't lying. The only thing that I keep thinking about that's kind of stressing me out is that, you know how when they describe BJ, they're like, oh, his big like pillowy lips. I don't know if I've made that up, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is, because every time now, because what am I saying? Because they've said it so many times and referred to like his big like pillowy lips or whatever. Every time BJ comes up, for some reason I think he looks like Matt Rife, and we don't want that. We don't want that to happen. So if you guys have any like person that I should be thinking of when they talk about BJ, then let me know. For Magnolia, I think she looks like, I'm so sorry, I really don't know what her name is, but it's the actress in, she was in 13 Reasons Why. She in 13 Reasons Why was Justin's girlfriend. She's who I think of when they say Magnolia, but obviously with like green eyes. The rest of them, I kind of just have like blank faces, so I have no idea what they look like. So yeah, that's who I'm getting at the moment. And then also I think of for Bridget, I think of, you know, Euphoria, Rue's little sister. That's who I cast for that. So I'm kind of just like doing like a fan cast in my head of people, and those are the only 3 that I've got so far. But it's really stressing me out that I keep thinking of Matt Rife when they talk about BJ, also because BJ's an asshole, so is Matt Rife. So anyway, that's my update. That's my update. Okay, I can't remember when the last time I checked in on you with my good, I can't speak, I'm really tired. I can't remember the last time I checked in on you guys with Magnolia Parks. I'm now on page 240. Chapter 37 is where I'm at, and I think I have until, this is a long book. This is like a 400-page book, huh? Yeah, it's just over 400 pages. I really want to finish this week because I have some cute like romance books to read next. But yeah, this so far, right? Okay, I'm in a bit where they hotel, that's all I'm saying. Hotel, getaway, plane. It is definitely giving like Gossip Girl, because they're just like rich kids running around and they're just literally like, ooh, whose private jet are we taking, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I have a weird feeling though that, I don't know, because I feel like everyone is either like a Magnolia girly or a Daisy girly. And I don't know, I like Magnolia because she's like sassy. She's literally like Blair. In my head, she is Blair. And yeah, and I still keep thinking of, what's his name? Matt Rife every time BJ comes out. And then like, I think it's really weird because I think the person that I envision for Tom England for some reason is like, you know, Recess. Ben? Yeah. Who's that kid in Recess who's like tall and quite chubby and he's blonde? It's not Gus. It's not TJ. Yeah, TJ. No, TJ's the main guy. He's like the chubby one. Okay, you guys know who I mean. He wears like a white t-shirt and he's like blonde. Why am I thinking that that's what Tom England looked like as a kid? Like I'm thinking like full on like a rugby player kind of guy. I'm gonna keep going and try and update you guys a little bit more on what I think of it. So far it's giving like a 3.5. I know it sounds like almost blasphemous because everybody loves this book, but I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a bit older. I don't know, because I loved Gossip Girl and I do love it, and I like Magnolia. She's like a brat and she likes what she likes and she don't care. So yeah, I don't know, everyone's kind of like talking about the Into the Dark, whatever, the newest book in the MP/Daisy Hates. I don't even know which one that is in. And everyone's like crying about it, so I don't know. I don't think people cried at this book. I think people cried at like the Daisy Hates books. I don't know, but we shall see because this is literally the first book. But yeah, it's fun, it's entertaining so far, so we're just gonna keep going. Right, don't get mad at me because I am enjoying Magnolia Parks. I've just woken up and I just want to make a little bit of a dent on it because I am desperate to finish it this weekend because, I don't know, I am really enjoying it. But the thing that cringes me out the most is every time they're like, just like, he's just such a gang lord. Aren't you like 23 or whatever? And they're like, he's just like the London's biggest gang lord or something. It is cringing me out because, I don't know, it's just so funny. It's like, yeah. Also, I get why, oh, okay, chill out. I get why people are like, Jessa Hastings, like, wrote Magnolia Parks and Daisy Hates and absolutely ate with it. But her writing, in the sense of, like, sometimes grammar and stuff like that, I have to, like, reread because I'm like, what did I just read? And it, like, won't make sense until, like, a few times. So there's that. However, I am really enjoying it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not like, you know how everybody seems to be like, oh my god, like, it's my everything. I'm definitely gonna read all the other books. I just don't, okay, how do I phrase this? So far, I just feel like this is a really, really enjoyable universe, but I'm not like, well, like obsessed with it, but I love it. I'm enjoying it. And yeah, also Tom England, I think I talked about who I imagine as him, as like the kid grown from like Recess, grown up, and I still can't remember his name. But I'm still trying to figure out like who I think he looks like. But I definitely see him as like a rugby boy. Like I'm seeing him as like a blonde, big, like hench, like Henley wearing like rugby boy, and Beach is still Beach. It's still reminding me of Matt Rife. I don't know why. Probably because they just keep talking about he's got like fat lips and then he's a dick. So Matt Rife. Yeah, and that's all I can say right now. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going and then I'll check in on you guys soon. Fan cast is like all over the place age-wise, and also because one of them is literally a fucking grown-up version of a cartoon. But for Christian, for some reason, I'm thinking like for Christian and Jonah, I think of them as like the Salvatore brothers. Oh, like specifically Jonah though is yeah, in order. Jonah is Ian Somerhalder, and then Christian is Paul Wesley. Was that his name? Yeah. That's the vibe that I'm getting. But also, like, I'm on page 336, so I'm nearly done. And like, Magnolia, you are collecting them like Pokemons, because all of them, girl. I've just done my skincare. I have now finished Magnolia Parks, and I'm gonna give this one a 4.25 stars. Now, it's not because it hasn't lived up to the expectation, but I just had like a few things that I was like, ooh. So, I mean, I genuinely had so much fun with it in the beginning, and definitely like in the last third of the book, because like the middle-ish part was kind of like, I don't know, I was just kind of like bored a little bit, not gonna lie. But I also was like, oh, this is a little bit too like toxic, and I think maybe because I'm 30 and like not a billionaire, where I'm like, oh, what the hell is going on here? But then there was a point where I was like feeling how much I enjoyed watching Gossip Girl, and that in itself was like basically Magnolia and BJ's like Chuck and Blair, and they were like my favorite. And then I did really enjoy it, I'm not gonna lie, and I love the complexity of the characters. And I think when you go into this one, it's a great book, don't get me wrong, but you definitely know that there's going to be more depth produced in the later books, which I think I'm going to enjoy most. I always feel like the first book of a series is like the lowest in terms of like ratings across the board, just because this is all about setting the scene. This is all about introducing you to everybody, so you don't quite have that connection with them yet, whereas by the time you read like the next few books, you have that connection, you have your biases, you have like your own opinions, and like, you know, you kind of have that emotional attachment to the characters in the storyline already. So I know that I'm going to enjoy the later books more than I've enjoyed this. So this was really good in a sense that I am very much excited to carry on into the series. And I know everybody's currently reading Into the Dark by Jessa Hastings, which is like, is that the 5th book? I think there's a 5th book. But yeah, so I had a good time with this. I'm definitely gonna pick up Daisy Hates next. Well, I'd say next. I've got a few books that I need to read first, because this is the only book that I have from the series, and I'm doing like a 5 before I buy thing, and this is book 1 of the 5. So once I get through the other 4, I think I'm just gonna get the other ones, because I just want to carry on with it. But yeah, that kind of rounds off my Magnolia Parks reading vlog. I'm sorry if it wasn't very in-depth, or like if I didn't kind of include or talk about everything too much. It's just really difficult when you're trying to do a reading vlog, but you can't really spoil the book, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't know how people do it. I think I'm gonna just have to do reading vlogs that just are like full spoilers, I guess. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.